Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back in Kirzon Tassing. Welcome back with Pentiment here, with our new protagonist in, yeah, Pentiment. And I already forgot the name, it's terrible. What is the name? People X-Leap, we had to have the overview, right? And, yeah, welcome back after this tragic ending of Chapter 2, where we lost Andreas, okay, Magdalena Druckerin, the daughter of Klaus Drucker, where we stayed in Chapter 1 with Andreas, and where she was a baby and we had contact. She's and a bit taught by or interested, started up by Andreas. She has a broad understanding of Greek, Roman, Egyptian myth and German heroic tales. Okay, that's her knowledge. And here we are after these dramatic events that happened probably... it was in 1552 for like during the Bauernkrieg. Kind of forgot where do we have to go. I never really checked out this map, to be honest, but we can go there, no worries. And we will obviously. Can we find quickly the year which we're playing in? Richard de Bury. Let's not skip too much yet, because English priest, Bishop of Durham, Richard de Bury was one of the first private book collectors and is known for the fiddle will become which prescribed the care of his collection. Probably mentioned during the last chapter. Yeah, we are back here and the new chapter has started, and I have really no idea where we're going with this one. And let's get us Chamonix here every year to prepare cures for the coming year. Yeah, let's see how Kirsau and Tassing and everything turned out. In the meantime, it seems to be fall. Check something over here, what's going on, just to get a quick... while we're here, waterfall is so beautiful. I think we have new texts and new ideas in comparison to Andreas. Old salt mines, but nothing over here. Right here we saw the people making out. No. I mean, just started. And yeah, once again, before we get too lost in the story and while we're walking over here, I'm the Strategy Wolf. In case you're here the first time, I'm hopefully going to be a historian soon. Apart from this, I love to play games with a historical background. In this case, I'm actually also situated and from Bavaria, where this game is taking place, so I really enjoy this one a lot, and I hope you are enjoying it as well. And when you're one of the few people that really joined in here for Pentiment, thank you so much for being here with me. Since so far the the feedback was quite limited. However, I still do enjoy this game and I will finish it for sure, since it's great, and I hope some more people are joining in. Therefore, if you are, or if you're new here, or if you're watching this for a longer time and still here, it would be fantastic if you let me know down in the comments, so I can know and we can give you some feedback. Apart from this, of course, also subs and likes are very much welcome. Thank you so much for the support. Now let's get in, Whorehound. Yeah, let's talk to Smokey. Smokey we know already as Andreas. Hello Magdalene, do they know each other? And Chris Waxler. Hello Magdalene. Okay, I think the story kicks off and we get to learn more when we go actually to the city where stuff is happening. However, I'm still curious so the Abbey is still up there, right? Does it look... Do we see the burn marks? I kind of wanna... Okay, let's investigate quickly. Okay, the mill is still there or reconstructed. I think we're not going to the Abbey right now. Neither here to... Yeah, I thought they might be, but it looked like burned a bit, right? Since, yeah, that's where we lost Andreas. In case you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend you to watch Chapter 2. It was an intense one, and the end was the last episode. Yeah, nothing new over here. I don't know where we entered church, just for a quick prayer. Where are we actually going? I guess home? Potentially. Are we going to sleep? I doubt it. Wait, what is it? Let's have a quick look in the journal. What is outside that was looking for me? My dad. I need to grab the mural plans from the workshop at the house and then head to the art house. They should be sitting on his workbench near the printing press. Okay. Then we're right place already. That's good. There we go. The Rathaus mural sketches. I think this is what my dad wants. I think these are all of the plans. Good. What is this part of the plans? Hör auf. Oh, stop it. So somebody's still writing weird notes, huh? Uh-huh. This isn't that handwriting. I can actually kind of read this. I'm more confused by the color, yeah? What an odd color. We don't have an ink like this here. At least, I don't think we do. Well, whatever. I'll bring it just in case. Alright, I'd better get these over to the Rathaus. Yeah, as expected, it's not gonna stay in town, and we're just using the town. It's more like... Of course there's stuff happening, and just have a quick look what's going up here in the upper areas, and going on, not going up. Nothing special. Excuse me, I'm a little bit ill. Struck by a hard weekend. So I got a little bit of coughing and so on. Oh, who we got here? Artemis. Hello, Magdalena. I've never met her before, but it doesn't surprise me too much that Andres we know. I'm not gonna go into the houses now easy. I can't remember her. Doesn't mean a lot since we, of course... Is this that's right? Yeah. Hey again, Max. He was the one that called us Max. And we told him, I don't want to be called him. Are you serious? I just told you not to call me that. Yeah. And what are you all doing out here? Don't you have better things to do? What business is that of yours? Not me. All my work's done, Max. What do you care? If not like you, we've got important work to do. Uh-huh. Interesting. Yeah, now we've got to make choices again. Tinker. Magdalene maintains and tinkers with the present type and sometimes work with Baltas. Household or animal work, bookkeeping. Wait, she grew up alone, right? With her mother passed away, I think, in the story, in the first chapter even. So, or in between chapter 1 and 2. So, I think domestics is a bit too boring. I think the tinker I like Klaus. I feel like she worked with Klaus and she was always a little bit, yeah, she's tinker. I keep the press running for my dad and I work with Baltas on his inventions. Who was Baltas? Ah, the engineer. That seems a little more important than standing around the commons in the middle of the day. Baltas' inventions are stupid. Doesn't seem like something a girl should be involved in, if you ask me. Apollo. Aha, Apollon is probably, I guess, the brother of Artemis. Oh. Now, probably Magdalene knows more about Greek mythology than I do, but I think Artemis is the god of hunting. And Apollo is the messenger, right? Uh-oh. Right, no one did. Calm down, Max. You're going to get a reputation. Too late to worry about that. She already has a reputation. Okay, skilled at stinging, countering, and otherwise deflating people in conversation. Playfully tease and flirt with people. A haggler or Snoop? I think she's a haggler or a barb. Flirt is too. I don't know. That's not what I want to play here. Just a super girly girl. I think it's like what would be probably the boring depiction. I think why do I just made her this helper of her dad working in the press, and then she's the only woman in the house. Stinging, countering, otherwise deflating, so bad, or haggler. I think she's just rather smart. She's a haggler. Strong negotiator when it comes to finance or other matters of trade. You've said that before and it doesn't make any sense. I bargain like a man? What does that even mean? Well, what it sounds like. You're still mad at me because I convinced Gret to give me her last pretzel on Friday. Let it go. Easy for you to say when you got the pretzel. Alright, we got it. Lay off. Did you get those things your dad wanted? Yes, that's why I was on my way to Rathaus. To the Rathaus. Hopefully I can drop these off and start my reading for the day. Rathaus means town hall, by the way. Reading? What book is so important that you need to get back to it? Magdalene can't speak any foreign language other than Italian, but she can read a little of almost all of them. Volksbücher, like folk tales. Or Reformation. I think kind of that. Yeah. She grew up in these times, there were these hazards. I can feel like she wanted to know stuff. Yeah. The Lying of John Chrysostom by Martin Luther. Sounds boring and bad. Luther criticizes the church for telling impossible stories about the saints. Don't let Father Thomas know you're reading that. Why? Would he object to people questioning if Saint Moritz and Saint Satya really performed all these miracles? Yes, I think that's probably what he would be mad about. Don't you read all sorts of books about knights and whatever? Yes, knights, princesses, gods, monsters, that sort of thing. I'm named after a god. I'm aware, Apollo, yes, your sister too. Ah, sister, that's a good. What's a good story about Apollo? Once he was so obsessed with a girl that she begged the gods to turn her into a tree so he'd stop bothering her. Haha, that sounds like you, Apollo. God damn it. Wait, aren't you supposed to be at the Rathaus too? You're on a council. Sure, but it's pointless without your dad's plans. Let's go. Fine. I don't understand how we're still arguing about this. These murals should depict the truth that we know is the truth. I don't think it's so simple, Klaus. Are you afraid of angering our Lord, Father Thomas? I think Father Thomas means that the truth is not so easily agreed upon. I don't know. I'm tired of arguing. I just want it to look nice and show what happened. Magdalene, thank you for bringing these. Maybe illustrations will succeed where talking has failed. I'm done arguing with them. I'll see you at the home for supper. It's alright, Magdalene. We don't need to see the drawings. It's not that we don't understand what he's trying to do. I didn't realize we had upset him so much. Sounds like things got worse after I left. Well, I've been arguing about this for almost 2 hours. For all the good it did to us, he hasn't budged. What's the point of talking if you can't make any progress? Magdalene, could you speak to your father, help him see things from our point of view? Father Thomas, I don't even know what you're all arguing about. What is your point of view? Klaus has very strong opinions on how the history of Tasting of Kiersau Abbey should be portrayed. And those portraits may upset some of our neighbors. Isn't the real concern that it's going to upset the Lord? Isn't everyone really worried about him coming here someday and seeing the revolt memorialized on the wall? You keep saying that we all disagree with him. I don't think I do. Not entirely. Well, what do you think, York? I know I'm not the smartest man in this room, but I know what happened to my own dad. I know what he did. He was Peter's son, right? It doesn't feel right to ignore what happened to him, what happened to Otto. Oh yeah, they got all butchered. I'd totally forgotten when the soldiers killed the people revolting. Look, you all knew my dad. I never had the chance. It's Otto's son. Okay. I don't want to make the people into this town angry. I don't want to make our Lord angry. None of us do, but maybe there's a way to tell the story in a way that's true without upsetting anyone. So, it's all very complicated, you see, Magdalene. Try to get him to consider a portrayal of our history that's a little less inflammatory. That's wise. And again, yeah, once is like it's really brilliant done how this game once again talks about basically historiography, or how even they debating just 10 years later how they want to depict history for the future, how they want to conserve it. And this is, I think we were talking always about the book and copying and how stories are being told. This is a kind of, in my opinion, or it's like touching the core elements of historical science. or what people are debating about, and what history is about to some extent. So I think, wow, this game is it keeps on impressing me. Back to the story. So you want me to convince him to do what you say? I'm sure that will work. No, at least not entirely. You need to come to an agreement or call off the mural entirely. He's been wanting to paint this mural for years. You can't tell him to know all of a sudden. Then help us, Magdalene. Your father will listen to you. Fine, but only so he can paint it, not on account of you bickering like children. Now I'm going back home. This mess has taken up too much of my day already. We have a new watch. October and 22nd of October. Wait, well, why is there a new watch? Before we had this more of a, like this Compline Vespa, this more of a Abbey ritual day. Interesting, maybe, yeah, it might be the time where the first clocks were developed, actually, in the 16th century, probably earlier, but I'm not 100% sure by this right now, but I think this is the time where we have the first really good, like, I mean, I don't even know, transportable, probably not, but mechanical clocks, and so maybe this is a revolution at this time, I'm not sure. Yeah. Thank you for bringing the drawings to the Rathaus. I'm sorry it was a waste of time. Those men don't know what they want. When I tell them what I'm trying to do, they get scared. Then they talk and talk and talk. They talk all day and we're never any closer to a decision. I'm sick of it. Sick of the whole thing. Dad, I'm worried about you. Yeah, the second and the last, I think. Can you just working on it? If they don't like it, they'll have to figure it out for themselves. I could, but the first payment requires the council's approval. Damn it. I don't even care about the money. Maybe you're right. To hell with them. I didn't realize you were so upset about it. We hear all of these stories about what this place was, how it came to be. And it feels like history is something that happened before, happened to other people. But 18 years ago, okay, good to know. So we're in 42. We lived through something, you and I, everyone in Tassing. Everyone wants to forget about it, pretend it didn't happen. You don't. No, I don't. All those years ago, I did nothing. I was worried for you, worried for Benjamin and Rachel and Esther. Do you have no portrait maybe? Ah, Esther is grown up. I was so afraid that I'd lose you. I wouldn't have been able to bear it. In the end, so many people died anyway. Peter and Ulrich and Andreas and all of the others. Ulrich was shot by the miller, right? Peter killed by the soldiers, and we lived. That everyone says that it wouldn't have made any difference. If you and the others had fought, you would have died. I would have died. Maybe I could have stopped him from going to the mill. Or maybe we could have stopped the peasants from burning it down. But we'll never know. You can't change the past, Dad. I know. The least I can do is make sure it's not forgotten. Something happened here. We were part of it. I need to help people remember that. If I don't do it, who will? He's... yeah, in this case, in my personal opinion, I'm very much with him, I guess. Yeah, you're right, Dad. I wish the man in that Rathaus saw me in the way that you do. One way or another, you'll figure it out. I hope so. I would like to try to be careful at least. And all the arguing has left me beat. I'm going to bed early. Alright, I'm going to stay up for a bit and write a letter to Esther. Good. Please say hello to her from me. And her parents, I know that. Good night, Magdalene. I love you. I love you too. All this running around has left me tired too. It will be nice to sit down at my desk and just write for a while. Okay, it's probably here. Alright, where to begin? I should write to Esther. Dearest Esther, I hope you've been well. Autumn has reached us here in Tassing at last. I spent the last few days collecting oak galls with Sister Gertrude. I don't suppose you have the chance to do that in Prague. Sister Gertrude has been teaching me how to grind them into smooth ink. It's difficult work, but you'll find no better ink anywhere in Bavaria. I'll send along a bottle with this letter. Oh, did I mention? Dad started a new project. He's painting a mural of Tassing's history in our new Rathaus to memorialize the revolt. The whole thing has me thinking about my own family's history, past, present and future. I think the first, like what she saw, like her mother passed away, then there's like she heard of these revolts and so forth, like that being a little bit conservative of that, she's kind of a heckler and so forth. I think, yeah, I don't think I want to stay in Tassing forever. It's a quaint place to grow up, but I'm 20 now. Dad says I should take over the shop, but I want to do more with my life. Not just take over a print shop in some tiny town in the Alps. If I married a master printer, then I could become part of the Printers Guild. Then I'd be able to send Dad my extra earnings and make me a name for myself in one of the cities. And yes, before you break the nib off your pen, I will come visit you in Prague, I promise. I'll try to make time to visit before winter. Life has been bustling here. Dad's been busy with the Rathaus mural, so I've taken over in the workshop. I'm sure it will be a sight to behold once it's finished. Write back to me soon. All my love, Magda. And there we go. 8, okay. I should get some rest, but to be honest, I'm kind of interested in maybe... Okay, still up. Hello Magdalene, okay. Maybe it's a good idea, I don't know. I think it's also from the timing of this very episode, we had very long ones before. I think it might be, I think the story might continue after this one, so... Hey Max. So annoying. Kreuzerhaus, I changed also a bit who was living where. So I might gonna just head out here a bit and check out what's going on. As everything is closed at night, probably, but nevertheless, dinos, yeah. That's our whole house. Just wanna visit stuff and see who's around. So I guess if you guys, I doubt there's a lot of story. I think I'm gonna finish this episode with oh, we connected a Rathaus actually, and Rathaus is the biggest building in Tassing. Balthas clock took ages to build in place. Aha, okay, Balthas clock is the new one we're having. Here's the work is going on. But look at the house, to be honest, it's quite impressive, no? For we just saw the construction where basically Otto was murdered, where we supposedly the strong suspect Hannah, we still don't know if it was a correct decision, to be honest, that we sentenced her to death in the end. by the mob. And she was quite annoying, but you never know if this was, yeah. Well, I hope we gotta find out in the end or not, I'm not sure. Maybe even not. I mean, it gives some room for replayability for sure. And I'm quite actually optimistic I will replay Pentiment at some point. If I find the time and energy. It's something else, to be honest, when you played here on Let's Play, and I checked, there's not too many hours I've sunk so far in the game. It feels longer because I've been playing it for such a long time already. Time span. Since like kind of one of the first games I started with the channel and first experiments for Twitch. And now here I am still doing it with irregular... Oh no, I wanted to go to the middle. Irregular posts. Nevertheless, it's keeping me... Nah? Hello? Come on, use my mouse. Let's go to the mill. Miller house. Oh, it's Süße, not Staub. I mean, I guess we're talking 18 years later. It would be surprising if the same dogs would be around, I guess. So she's just cutie. Okay, but it's a new mill anyways, right? Looks different. Yeah, let's have a quick, come on, let's... Didn't come during the day. The guest house is completely rotten? No. The bed house. Covered with Eve. Is the Abbey is just autumn, or is the Abbey still active, or did it burn down to the ground? Holy moly, the church is still... The Abbey's gone. This is in... so that's just the... It seems to be just the nuns left, right? The convent. Hand of St. Moritz, yeah. The Poor Clares... Poor Clares. Order of contemplative nuns founded by Saint Clare and Francis of Assisi. As the name suggests, the Poor Clares are devoted to extreme poverty. They subsist purely on the donation of the alms. Okay. Since the Benedictines are gone. Okay. Interesting. Happy we came here to check this at least out for a second, so that yeah, there's nothing around here. Prioress, she's... God bless you, Magdalene. Yeah, but no, I think that probably, just from a game situation, I think the game is waiting for us to kick off the first steps. That's more of the game, the chapter. Yeah, here Autumn, nice. Pet son of Mousefinger. Lab still active here, and actually, come on, let's pet her. We're too eager to press buttons. I don't know if at some point there will be something special happening when petting an animal, or is it just a gimmick in the game? Doesn't essentially matter. Okay, we found something out. Sorry guys. I told you, it's just struggling a bit with sniffles. Yeah, okay, that seems to be it. What do we have here in the background? One last check. Snow is creeping down the mountains. Winter will be here soon. Oh yeah. And oh, the Golden Inn. Let's see if some people are hanging out here. When was it? Just 9, right? Nobody's having a beer or something? Oh, up here. Maybe Werner. No, it's just Nico. It's like the guy who got cuckolded by Hannah, right? Yeah. The old owner. I wonder if he's sad for the loss and so forth. But yeah, these kind of stories have been jumped like these 18 years. I don't know if we can find out stuff about it still. Yeah, but it is what it is. In this case, I think I'm going to go to bed now and get the rest we wanted. Should get some rest, yeah. Let's do it. And go to sleep. Let's see if we get if there's a kind of dream segment. Dreams were also extremely cool in this game, of course. If we have a dream segment or something, I'm gonna have you with me. Of course, I'm not gonna skip that one. Haha. I knew it. Oh no, ah! Dad? Dad? Magdalene? Dad? Hang on, I'm coming. Oh my God. Dad! Magdalene. What happened? Are you alright? You're bleeding. Someone came into the house. They hit me over the head. I go get Dr. Stolz. Try not to move, Dad. It's not safe. Whoever attacked me. Okay, now we have to act. Wow. This wound is too deep for me to take care of my own. We need Dr. Stolz. Magdalene, be careful. I'll be right back, I promise. Oh my God. We're kicking off. It survived. Do you know why anyone would want to attack you, Klaus? No. Maybe someone didn't like one of the books I sold them. Are you sure you didn't see a shadow and hit your head on the printing press? Come on, Jörg, you saw the workshop. Somebody was looking for something. A burglar? In Tassing? That's preposterous. Well, if it wasn't an attack, what was it? Enough, it was a deliberate blow to the head, unless any of you wish to debate my diagnosis. No, of course not. No. As I thought. Truthfully, Klaus, I'm surprised the blow didn't kill you. You have a strong skull. It's a grave injury. Magdalene, you'll need to help take care of your father. I will, whatever I need to do. Good. Of course, the mural will have to be called off now. Klaus, you absolutely cannot get out of bed. No, it has to be done. This is too important. Just give me some time to rest. I'll find a way to make it work. I don't think we need to cancel the entire project. Can we just wait? Ah, Stolz. Isn't this a little bit weird? Klaus, your health comes first. Anyway, we haven't been able to agree on what the mural should be. Indeed, it might be best to abandon the entire idea. With respect, Father Thomas, you are not on this council. Yes, just offering an opinion. I can paint the mural. What? Max, quit joking around. Well, I know you want to help your dad, but aren't you too young for something this big? Yeah, we're gonna use... This is our strong lady situation. What was... Is this the haggler, right? Let's skip this debate. We all know I'm capable of doing this myself. Dad knows I'm capable. If you don't trust Magdalene to do the mural, to hell with the lot of you. Klaus. If you don't trust her, you don't trust me. I'll never do any work for this council again. Alright, I say we let her. It doesn't look like we have much of a choice. Very well. Alright, Magdalene, you can do it. But you still need to talk to us about what you're doing, alright? Fine, but I'm taking... No, it doesn't need to be mentioned, right? Is this... I don't know how decisive this one is right now. That's always the thing with Pentiment. You never know what it's like tying you down to something. We want definitely to do what my dad said. We owe it to him. Fine, but I'm taking that into account. Well, we'll figure it out. Thanks, Magdalene. Rest up, Klaus. I'll do my best, Jörg. Magdalene, just a moment. Yes, what is it? I didn't want to say this in front of your father or the others. Your father is lucid right now, but his injury is severe. his current demeanor is misleading. I know the injury is severe when I saw all the blood. Magdalene, there's damage to his brain. He may have a few weeks, maybe even a few months left. But he's not going to survive. No, there has to be something you can do. No, I'm not a surgeon. Can we take him to see one? No, he can't be moved in this condition. In fact, he shouldn't move at all. Even if he could, I don't think the finest Italian surgeons would know how to deal with trauma like this. I can help with palliative care. But time will run out before long. I'm sorry, Magdalene. Oh gosh. What a rough start. Just coming back from this intense ending of chapter 2 and now chapter 3 kicks off like this. Wow. Dad needs to be able to see the mural in its finished form. Yeah, that's his legacy, I think. I don't know if we can save him or this is something we should at least achieve. Oh my god, I'm hooked already. Intense as always. Hopefully Magdalene performs more successful in preventing more bloodshed and trauma to the community, and hopefully we can save our dad than Andreas, whose actions in the end, I don't know if it was preventable to some extent, but whose actions kind of caused more trouble than saving it. I'm not sure. Well, you decide. Let me know in the comments if you have clues about it. Don't spoil it too much, but if you've seen my actions, was Andreas bad? What is your hopes for Magdalene? Are you with me? Let me know down in the comments, and of course, once again, if you haven't yet, it would be fantastic if you leave me a like and a subscription, so to push my channel, and also you wouldn't miss any future episodes. Thank you so much for this, and then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode when we continue with Magdalene. Thanks for watching. See you then. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.